The Serpent's Mind. The men of the great heathen army did not fear the storm, nor the English shield wall. They feared the man who commanded them. Ivar, son of Ragnar, lay in the makeshift chieftain's tent, his limbs twisted and limp like the branches of a winter tree. His body was a cage of useless bone and muscle, a cruel joke played by the gods upon the son of the greatest Viking king. But within that fragile frame lived a mind as sharp and venomous as a serpent's fang. He did not walk, he was carried on a shield, a throne of war forged from the bodies of his enemies. From this vantage point he watched the world, his eyes the color of a cold winter sea, missing nothing, while his brothers, Halfdan and Ubbe, bellowed and swung their axes. Ivar the Boneless won the battle before a single sword was drawn. He saw the weak spots in the enemy's lines, the fear in their eyes, the folly in their tactics. He was the mind of the storm, the cunning in the ambush, the poison in the well. The city of York stood before them, its stone walls a formidable barrier. The English king's army was arrayed for battle, confident behind their defenses. Halfdan urged a direct assault, a glorious bloody charge, but Ivar shook his head, a small, derisive gesture that made his men shiver. "The walls are strong," he rasped, his voice a dry, chilling whisper. "But the hearts of the men behind them are weak." For days they waited. The English grew restless and overconfident, believing the Vikings to be afraid. Ivar sent a small group of warriors to feign a retreat, drawing a contingent of English soldiers out from the city gates. The trap was sprung. The Vikings, who had been hiding in the woods, swarmed the unsuspecting English, cutting them down in a brutal, silent massacre. The gates of York, left ajar, became a gaping maw. The great heathen army surged in. The city fell in a whirlwind of fire and steel. It was not a glorious conquest, it was a savage feast. Ivar had no interest in treasure or the simple pleasure of a good fight. His hunger was for something deeper, something colder. He ordered that the English king, King Ella of Northumbria, be brought to him. This was the man who had executed his father, Ragnar, by throwing him into a pit of vipers. This man would pay in full. King Ella was dragged before Ivar, his face a bruised and bloody mask. Ivar regarded him with a terrible, silent intensity. He did not yell or boast. He simply gave an order. The warriors seized the king and laid him flat on his stomach. A hush fell over the battlefield, a silence more terrifying than any roar. Ivar had a score to settle, a debt of honor to be paid in the most gruesome of ways.